This is the Sports Hit List by the fans for the fans.
We move along to the NFC South. We go to the NFC South here in our offseason moves. We got the Falcons, your Panthers, Trav, the Saints, and the Bucks.
I mean, let's start with my Panthers, man.
The South was a joke.
I mean, do you even want to go there? You just want to pass? You can say pass. You know what, Travis? It's like when you're taking a test. Listen, Travis, it's like when you're taking a test and you don't know the question and you wait till the end to answer it. It's like number one and you go all the way back to it, or you just completely skip it and not answer it.
We're just going to get them out the way. We're going to get it at the Panthers, man. I mean, they went out here. They re-signed Andy Dalton. I mean, that's a good, to have him in the quarterback room with Bryce Young. Bryce Young, he showed us some stuff towards the end of the season. So the question now is, can he carry that over into year 3? You know what I mean? You're going to have the same continuity from an offensive standpoint, coordinator, head coach. Will you be able to continue that growth that we saw towards the end of the season when you got back in there? If so, we might be on to something. We'll see. You know what I mean? We went out here and signed a bunch of defensive tackles. I mean, okay, that's pretty good. We want to show up that defensive line. You know what I mean? It all starts in the trenches, in my opinion. We'll get Derek Brown back as well at the defensive tackle this year. He was having despite what the team was doing those first couple games, he was having a pretty good season. We went out here and re-signed J.C. Horn to the highest contract at the quarterback position at the time. He was like the highest paid quarterback for a week. And then Stingley came out here and tore that apart. So, I mean, I still think we need a little more at the wide receiver position. I wish we could have went out here and got we could have been out here in the DK Metcalf race. I would have enjoyed that. Will Leggett, we need to see his growth from year 1 to year 2. If we can see some growth out of him, I think we will be pretty okay right there. Rico Dowell, I mean, man, the Cowboys could have kept him. That signing.
Don't do that. Rico was good last year.
Okay,
Rico was good last year.
Okay, it don't excite me. You know what I mean?
Rico was good. I mean, you can't sandbag the kind of season Rico had last year. He was good last year. Very serviceable. In fact, I'm pretty sure you see the trade office for Rico Dowell last year.
You hear that word called serviceable? You know what I mean? So
hang on.
When you get a free agent, you know what I mean? Serviceable ain't what you want to hear. Like, he was serviceable last year.
I mean, you want me to tell you he was elite? Because that's a stretch.
Serviceable is a Wednesday school lunch. Serviceable.
No, okay? Where I'm from, they don't even get lunch on Wednesdays. You know
that's what serviceable is right there.
Listen, Rico averaged 5 yards a carry almost last year. He was a top 10 running back with yards per carry. 4.6 is serviceable beyond.
Okay.
I mean,
serviceable to me is like, again, I use in school terms, it's like you get a C. You just show up, you do what you need to get done.
No, but he's not a C, Carl. He's more like a B minus.
He's a C, Carl. He's a
B minus.
Oh, okay. The curve hit him up to B minus.
A D minus is basically failing, in my opinion.
No, I said B minus. I said
B minus. Oh, I thought you said D minus. I'm sorry. Okay.
Carl, difference between C and a B minus. I mean, come on now.
That's like borderline.
It's an 80 and a 70.
It is different. Yeah, it is different. Yeah.
80 says you was trying, motherfucker. 70 says you don't give a damn. That's what it means. 80 means you paid attention to something.
1 out of 4, you got lucky with one of those.
Yeah, now it's on the
somebody's shoulder. You did some sort of in the fitted hat cheating, but you tried. Okay, you get a B minus.
Classic.
Back in the day, I used to have that joint in the calculator.
The calculator.
It wasn't even that. Man. I had classmates had it in the water bottle, bro. It was in the water bottle.
On the inside of the water joint?
Yep. They used to have it in the tie. They used to have it inside the tie in the Catholic school.
And then he posted notes like to line them up on the brim of the fitted hat. Take the hat off like you.
Oh my God!
Hey, good times. Good times. Wow.
Classic stuff.
Wow.
But again, anybody else stand out in that division when we're talking about? I guess the NFC.
I guess
South.
the Falcons, right? I mean, for all the wrong reasons. In a market where teams are desperate for a quarterback, you'd rather have a $200 million quarterback be a known backup going into the season that no longer wants to be there in Kirk Cousins. He'd rather do a Netflix show than show back up to Atlanta House. And here's what I'll tell you. Ever since Kirk Cousins was on the air and said, We walk in the trap. We take over your trap.
Don't do that, because that was y'all man's. That was y'all man. Y'all was Kirko with the chain. We like that. You like that. That was y'all man.
We walk in your trap and take over your trap.
That was y'all man. Don't listen. Listen, Kirk Cousins is Hall of Fame money man. He will go out here and get a check. I ain't mad at him.
He didn't win another game.
Exactly. But
yo, I'm not even sure he threw another touchdown, man.
Oh, you see how it is, right? Where was this at a few years ago? We was on, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we have it in the tape in the archives. We know in the street.
Preaching it for years, Kirk. Yeah. You know what I mean? But listen, I'm not.
I gotta say, I officially admit, Kirk Cousins is ass.
Thank you. Yes. I've been waiting for that for years. I ain't mad at them for keeping him. I mean, listen, you don't know what Michael Penix is. I mean, I don't think you end up going back to Kirk, but he's a nice insurance blanket for right now. I mean, the contract is what it is. You don't necessarily, from what they've explained, he was guaranteed $10 million if he was still on the roster Sunday, but it's kind of offsetting because it's not $10 million until next year. So therefore, even if he's on another roster, he's going to make more than $10 million. So you're not really going to have to pay that. But you keep him until you're in a position where you can keep him until you either get the right deal that you want, or he's just your insurance backup, just in case, you know what I mean, something happened to Michael Penix. Michael Penix got a long injury history. You know what I mean? So I'm not necessarily mad at it. I think it is, but we've all known it's been a terrible allocation of assets since they signed him. No, not since they signed, but since they drafted Michael Penix, because you signed him and then you go out here and draft a quarterback. So you've already made this bet. So, I mean, just see how it plays out. You know what I mean? In terms of anybody else in the division, the Bucs, they kind of stayed pat. You know what I mean? You went out here, Chris Godwin, for some reason, you got him to take less money to stay. I mean, hey, it is what it is.
He got a quarterback. I mean, would you rather go to hell with no quarterback and keep Baker Mayfield?
I mean, I heard the Pats was ready to offer him 30 plus.
The Packers.
I'm not the Packers. I'm sorry, the Patriots.
The Patriots. Yeah, he ain't trying to play with no rookie, bro.
I mean, they signed Hassan Reddick on the edge. You know what I mean? That's pretty decent.
Talk about a generational fumble.
Right.
Hassan Reddick.
Yeah, mad about that one. Levante David. He just keeps going. Like, the dude just keeps playing. He's I don't know how he keep doing it, but he keep playing. So other than that, and then the Saints, I mean, they ain't do nothing really. Saints ain't do nothing that was worth.
Joke.
I mean, yeah.
Well, did you guys want to move on to?
They gave Chase Young a pretty decent deal. I didn't realize.
You good, Carl? You good to segue this on right on?
All right, so
they got your boy Justin Reed. The Saints got your boy Justin Reed from Chiefs Kingdom.
We got the AFC South. We got the Houston Texans, the Colts, the Jags, the Titans, and with that division. So, but I guess let me start off with this, Trav. When it comes to the Jags, they seem like they're supposed to be the team that progresses, but they're regressing. No, with Trevor Lawrence, right? Like, you're supposed to Trevor Lawrence was supposed to be that guy, right?
Old voice.
Trevor Lawrence, when he got drafted, was supposed to be that guy, and I believe they made the playoffs. Was it last year? Was it, or 2 years ago?
2 years.
He's supposed to be white magic. You remember that, Carl?
Right.
White magic.
No, you remember?
Listen,
he was supposed to be that white chalk, the cookies and cream Hershey's bar. Remember when that joint came out?
That was dope. I can't even lie. That was dope.
White chalk.
Yo, some great analogies today, Paul. I don't know if you have those in your. I don't know if you had it in your archives.
Keep on rolling, bro.
Right, he had him saved up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but listen. But that being said, though, I do remember a time where we were heavy on Trevor Lawrence, and now it's kind of been a regression, in my opinion. I don't know if you guys can co-sign.
We are on what?
True.
Coach number 3.
And what year? Probably like year 5.
Don't do that. No. Oh, hell no. Oh, no. You ain't getting a pass with that. Listen, Trevor Lawrence and Baker Mayfield situation is not the same.
I'm not about to label him a coach killer or nothing, but I'm just saying we are on coach number 3. There comes to a point where we got to kind of stop making the excuses.
You see, right, but let me say this, though. To be fair, though,
and blew up the roster.
But to be fair, though, you know what? Sometimes we do this to players where we say they're coach killers, but why can't it be that it's a player killer? it could be the opposite end of it.
That's the point. I'm not labeling him a coach, but I'm just saying we're getting to the point where, okay, we're running out of excuses for Trevor Lawrence. Like, it's time to. He even got he's got an extension already, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So
254 million. He making 50 this year.
It's time that the runway is run out. You know what I mean? It's time to take off, Trevor.
Did it though? Because he just got paid. The runway, he just bought a plane. Goddamn it!
Listen, you say he's making $50 million this year, Paul.
I mean,
listen, if you're making $50 million, he could just bring the C's. He don't even need to bring the A. But
that's what I'm saying. Like, the runway for excuses is running out. They've kind of blown. The new coach is coming in, kind of blowing up that roster. My guess is they're going to shift to kind of what they had going on strong run. You basically got rid of all the guys. You know what I mean? Except young rookie who balled out. What happens with? But yes, the excuses are out. It's kind of
time. Your mic's coming in and out.
I think that's a wire, but I think we're good now.
Yeah, you're good now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's time to, it's time for you to come and take that franchise and take them to the next level. You know what I mean? Right. So we'll see what happens with that Jags. I think they need to kind of replenish.
Well, they signed a wide receiver, tight end, 2 tight ends.
Nothing that moves the meter. So you need to go out in the draft and
Monty Brown.
Right. You need to go out in the draft and restock the toolbox for Trevor Lawrence, because look, the offense is obviously going to run through Brian Thomas, you know what I mean, like it did with Tampa and Mike Evans, but you're going to need more than that, you know what I mean?
Well, let me say this, Paul, is there anything else that stands out in that division aside from the Jags? I know we spent some time on the Jags. You still have the Titans in that division,
bro,
and the Texans and the Colts.
They saying, this back-to-back CJ Stroud in the playoffs ain't fluke. We trying to make a name stake in the division and in the conference. You go get Christian Kirk to replace Tank Dell. That was solid. I like that. You bring in Justin Watson. I like that too. He's a Chiefs winner, right? Got that mindset. Do what it takes to win. Willing to do the dirty work, right? Revamp the whole line with Robinson, Ingram, and Tomlinson. And then we already know about the defensive side. You bring in Darby. You overpay Stingley because Stingley got paid. He got hella paid. And then you bring in low-key CJ Garner Johnson, who finna bring in the force and the energy. He a big game. He make a lot of bad plays, but bro, bring that energy. So you add all of that together with some of the goons they already got, like the one that took out homeboy Trevor Lawrence last year. Yo, they gonna be all right.
Al something. I can't. The linebacker.
Yeah. Ola Bushawaka. The son that took
don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, Ola Bushawaka.
I think it's Al Shazir. I think.
Hey, whatever the hell his name is, he took him out. He thought he was playing Madden in the night.
I mean, listen.
That boy going crazy on the ground. That was wild. But my point is, the Texans are their position. Because they still got all them Alabama boys on the other side of the ball on rookie deals, second round, third round contracts. The Texans are positioned. I know we say this every year, to run the West and they don't end up winning by a game, but the Texans are literally in position to be a problem going forward. Joe Mixon can have a season like he did last year. Texans going to be all right. The Colts are a joke. Daniel Jones, like, come on, bro. Like, that was their best signing. Come on. Stop playing around.
Somebody
playing around in Indiana, bro.
Somebody said this is the clearest message ever to Anthony Richardson. Like, either beat up Daniel Jones or you get
Daniel Jones, and then you give Travarius Ward $60 million. Like, come on, bro. Like, I'm so confused. Like the decision making, man. Like, I'm about to see what's out there on LinkedIn for the NFL teams, bro. Like, right. I feel like I got a hold
at the ground.
Well, I would not. I mean, listen. The last I checked, there were a lot of video like. They're looking for people in their documentary and feature departments. I mean, they're all looking for it.
That's how you start. Ain't that how
I know.
Eric Spoelstra started in my
Listen, like I said, I got my video coordinator position in the high school. Next thing you know, I'll be at the college level soon enough, fellas. Give me a couple of years.
It happens, bro. It happens every day. It happens every day.
It does.
Just gotta get lucky.
In terms of the Texans, real fast, I'm not exactly on the same level of hype with Paul because it's very clear that offensive line needs a lot of work. I mean, you brought in Cam Robinson, who's okay. You brought in Lincoln Tomlinson for that guard position, but it's very clear. You've made it very clear to the rest of the NFL what your goal is in the draft. If you think you about to draft an offensive lineman and the Texans are up, I promise you he's gonna be off the board because the Texans. So you better trade to go get that offensive lineman because it's very clear. I do like some of the wide receiver moves, but that offensive line definitely needs to be reworked because that was.
Listen, I know I said I gave teams credit for drafting well. The Texans is up there. In the D'Amico Ryans era, they haven't really missed on the defensive side of the ball. They didn't miss with Nico Collins or Tank Dell either, technically. So I know Nico was right before D'Amico.
When you got top 5 picks, I mean,
I'm just saying. Nico Collins wasn't no top 5 pick.
No, I'm talking about in the D'Amico Ryans era. The D'Amico, he's basically like top 5.
Thanks for watching the Sports Hit List. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. In fact, do it now.